Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the SkyFactory Challenge. Skyblock Mac here with Snoresby. Skyblock Mac? I think I meant to say Skyblock Map. Oh well, episode number 8. At the end of last episode, you remember we got our power gen going here. That's all well and fine, but we really need more materials going here. I'm sick of manually processing all of these broken tin ores and whatnot. So we're going to do something about that today. You can see I've already built myself a little bit of a platform out here. We're going to get started with a bit of Tinker's Construct. So, you can see in my inventory here, I've already smelted up some bricks. And we'll see a brick, and we're going to get started on that right now. So, let's go ahead. So the first thing you want to make is smeltery controller. Alright, it's straightforward. Have one of those. Then you're going to want to make at least... Oh, that's not how you make them, is it? 9 of these. That is going to form your base. Alright, so another thing you're going to want to make is a seared tank, or not quite sure which one I want. Probably just the tank itself. That'll be fine. Have I got no glass? Probably don't have any glass, do I? That's alright. Let's grab one. Cook that up real quick. So we're going to make one of those, and then we'll also need to make a couple of drains and stuff, but we'll see here in a second. Lay that there, like so. You can make a few more of those. It really depends. The whole smelting thing in Tinker's Construct is very modular, which is awesome. Alright, so we're going to need, I don't know, we're going to go with 3 of these for now, but we'll see how we go with them. Probably don't need many more than that. I think for now that's actually going to do us. So let's go ahead and start making this thing. So we'll make our base. Now purposefully, wow, that's a bit of a mouthful, making this a little bit higher here. And the main reason is I want to be able to drain stuff out into other things on the ground here. And that's why we've got it up a little bit higher. So let's put our 3 smeltery drains here on the front, I guess. So one there, there, and there. Awesome. Still not quite the spacing I was looking for, but it's still not too bad. Okay, so next thing is smeltery tank, or seared tank. Go here. Smeltery controller can go here. Actually, we'll go fill this up. The good thing about these seared tanks is you can actually pick them up with liquids in them. So if we go ahead and chuck this thing right here, it'll actually fill up with lava, which is awesome. So now we can break it. And it says it's got 400 millibuckets of lava in it. Awesome. So let's go put that back here. Now the rest of this is probably just going to need bricks. So how many do we need? 6. We need 7 more bricks. So that should be fine. Should have enough for that, I think. Yep. Cool. So, let's go ahead and plonk these on, and we should be pretty much good to go, really. So that should be a working smeltery, if I'm not mistaken. So if we go ahead to our controller, oops. Yep, fuel, awesome. Okay, so we should be able to now go ahead and grab, say, all of these and smelt them. So I'm going to try the iron to start off with, and we'll just go ahead and chuck that straight in like so. Now the problem is it's going to be very slow with only 9 slots here, so we're going to try and build this nice and high. But while that's doing that, what we can do is actually just put a hopper on the side. Don't think I've got any normal hoppers spare, so I'm just going to use a vacuum hopper, even though, well, that's maybe going to conflict. No, it shouldn't do, that should be fine. Let's get rid of any eye. So item outputs up the top. Let's chuck a whole heap of these in, and it should slowly fill this up. So yeah, that's going to do that. Okay, so next thing on the list is to make some item ducts. So before I do that though, what I'm going to do is, let me quickly have a look here at thermal expansion. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be using though. I want to make the opaque ones. Did I say item ducts or fluid ducts? I meant fluid ducts. I want to make the see-through ones, but in order to do that, I need to get hardened glass or fused quartz. And I have no way of making either at the moment, so I need an induction smelter, which is actually probably expensive, and I don't have the means of getting it. Alright, looks like we're just going to have to use the opaque ones to start off with. So, make those just copper and lead. And 2 bits of lead. And I'm going to make ourselves a portable tank. We're going to need more than one to start off with as well. So, so we're going to need to make some glass here. Let me grow some glass and a couple of other things here. I'm not sure whether or not you can whitelist fluid ducts, but if we can, that's not a bad thing. So let me quickly grab some stuff, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so I think I've made a few more steps here into what we're doing. So, I've gone ahead and melted myself a couple of ingots of gold. Now, this is, I don't know, I took ages to find this out, but you can actually click the material in here if you've got multiple liquids in, and you click on the one you want to drain, so that way whatever's on the bottom gets drained first, and in our case now it is the molten gold, because we want to quickly make ourselves an ingot cast. So we'll go ahead and chuck it down like so, and then we'll put an ingot in. Let's quickly get a little step up here. Might be a bit hard to see. Alright, let's go. There we go. That's got him. So if we go ahead and put our ingot in, gold should be poured out now. There we go. Have enough gold in there to make this work. Awesome. So now if we look inside, no more gold left, and we have our iron. But this is what you'd normally used to do. Just chuck one of these down. But the problem with that is, because we're going to be putting so many different types of ore in here, you'll get these things stuck when it comes to draining out 7 or 8 different kinds. Let's actually quickly count. So, I'm pretty sure you can send all of these in. Yep. So, let's quickly count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 8, I think. I didn't count that. I just estimated. But yeah, there's going to be 8 different types, and I've got a way of thinking about getting them all separated and whatnot. So I actually probably only needed to make one of these, but whatever. So my plan is this is what we're going to try. So fluid duct on the output here, and then we're going to have a portable tank underneath that. And then if we go ahead and get our, well, we don't have to have servos here, we can just redstone it, but this will do for now. If we go to, ooh, you can select what fluid you want in there. Awesome, that's good to know. So if we go low and then turn that to output, if I get my wrench, where did I put it? There we go, quartz wrench. So this should output into this. There we go, look at that. Molten iron. Now, let's set that fluid filter on this one pipe here. If I could just get back up. There we go. So if I grab a bucket of that, and we go into the fluid filter here, we'll whitelist that. So then, if we go ahead, and I don't actually think I've made any more of those just yet. Let's quickly go and make a few. But we're going to have a different tank for each fluid, and that's going to definitely help us. I don't know where these guys are spawning. Let's have a quick look over here, because that's the second one that spawned. F7 is our light levels, I'm pretty sure. It must be spawning up on top or something. Oh, there it is. That's sneaky. I did not have any more lights. Torches. These will do. There and there. Alright, that should have fixed that problem. Wow, my throat is starting to get a bit sore. Alright, so let's finish this off. So, it's going to make another portable tank. Doesn't worry. I just want to test one thing. So now, see how there is the output on the bottom? I want to sort of test it so that we have an individual table. Actually, I don't even know if I need this step here now that I can filter this. Let's try this anyway. So chuck that on there like so. And if we wrench the bottom of this, will it auto output onto this table? I don't know. We can't see now. Oh, yeah, it can. And then if we put a hopper underneath that, it'll then extract it. Yes, my plan's working. Awesome. So that is a one step of doing it. Now, to continue further automating this, I'm going to have to go around and set up a whole heap of tables here and hoppers as well. Yeah, that's awesome. So that's working better than I expected it would be. So let me go ahead here and get a lot of this sorted, guys, and I'll come back when this thing is looking a little bit more dressed up and good to go. Alright, so if you look at my inventory right now, you'll be able to see that there's hardly anything in there, and I did end up dying again, guys. What happened was, I was playing around over here, trying to get all of these things sort of filtered up and whatever, and I poured liquid hot gold on me, and that's never a good thing. And yeah, I ended up burning to death, and then I ended up running over into the center here, hoping that all my stuff had dropped, but then I realized that I think there's gravestones in this mod pack. And because we're all on half slabs here, oh, nope, I thought that might have been the gravestone back there, but it's just the cover. God dang. But yeah, the gravestone must have formed somewhere else and I lost all my stuff. So, I unfortunately lost a whole heap of iron in that accident, but we should be fine to keep working here. So, as you can see over here, I've got myself a whole heap of portable tanks with all of the different liquid metals in them. But I realized that by having those as a middle buffer, sometimes they could get fully emptied and then they might lose their inventory and they might get a different liquid in them. And then I also figured out that if you look at the whitelist for these, let's just go ahead and install a servo in all of them. It actually applies to the whole center block, not that bit, if that makes sense, I guess. Is that all the servos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, looks like it. But yeah, what you have to do is, we're actually going to need to make a few more fluid ducts here. That one's not going to touch. Yeah, what you have to do is set the fluid filter here with a whitelist on all of them. And then you can't actually separate the bottom bit. So, yeah, that's a bit of a shame. So we're going to have 2 lots of these running. But what we can just do here is grab ourselves. Where are they? Probably don't have any on hand. Let's just make a couple more. Where's our saw? Oh, there we go. I'll just make a few more while we're here. One more lot. There we go. That should be plenty. And we're going to chuck that away. Yeah, you can just run along with this and sort of split them up, I guess. So, yeah, that's probably, actually, no, not quite like that. Like this, I guess. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, that's what we'll probably end up doing here. So they're all set differently. That should be good. But we got to actually route the stuff in to start off with. So, in order to do that, we're just going to hook up a item duct here straight in. But we want to filter out the bits that we don't want to smelt down. So obviously, just going to go along here and grab everything we don't want smelted. Now, I haven't actually sifted out the stuff that you get from sifting sand, but the time comes we might have to manually set that, who knows. Now, I'm a little bit worried here because we only have 9 slots in the filter. So it looks like we might have to have, you know what, I think there's a setting on here, dense, and then you want vacuum on that one, and if we use some more item ducts, might also put vacuum on here. I think this should work. Wow, that was really bad. I apologize immensely. Moving on, you can set the filter here, set it as a whitelist. Let's go ahead and do that really quickly, and then we'll test it here. Would have to be the biggest blowout I've ever had in a video. Could edit it out, but I'm not really skilled enough. Alright, blaze powder, Certus quartz. That should be it. It's a shame that the filters aren't as big. Ooh. We need another pneumatic servo. Look at that. One right there. So what was it? Blaze and Certus quartz. Alright, so we go ahead and grab our last one. I'm going to have to make myself another servo here so that we can auto-eject. So what are we looking for? Redstone. Have I got any more glass? Yes, I do. And see, I'm extremely low on iron. This is not good. Hopefully this will fix the problem here in a second though. Set that up. And then we're going to set this thing to eject this side. Turn that side off. So if we go ahead and drop ourselves... Alright, let's test this real quick. What was this one? Blaze powder. So if we go ahead and drop the blaze powder, that should go into this chest, hopefully. These go in there and not up in here. Okay, I am a little confused. I have no idea where that went. Let me figure out what's going on here, guys, and I'll be back. Alright, it was just a little simple error. It was, I didn't have this on whitelist. You guys probably spotted that in the video, but it seems to be working perfectly well now. So, you just go ahead and pretty much just stand here and drop all of this stuff. Just send it all in and place it in the smeltery, which is awesome. Although, I don't know, we might be going too quick for the smeltery just at the moment. You can see that probably clog up, I'd imagine. I don't know. It's so hard working with these opaque item ducts. You can't actually see what's going on. It's good for frame rate, but not good for figuring out what's actually going through your pipe network. What I'm going to work on for the next little bit is setting up all of these again, so that this can automatically funnel it down. You guys have seen what's pretty much going on. I'm going to go set all these filters, and I'll be back once we're pretty much nearly ready to wrap the episode up. There's a little bit more steps involved, just a little bit something else. But yeah, looking forward to it, so I'll see you in a sec, guys. Alright guys, we have all of the pipes installed, and wow, it looks ugly. I'm not going to lie, we're going to have to find ourselves a different sort of cover here to, yeah, stop the connections. They look pretty disgusting, but whatever. That's what we're going to have to work with for now. But the last little bit of this build is going to use another retrieval node. This is actually the items one, which is awesome. But we're going to make the first one first here, so... do I have everything I need? Nearly. Dropped up ourselves a chest. And those either side. You know what? I don't remember the recipe at all. Awesome. So then we're going to use two of these. For this way. And then emerald. Ender pearls. Awesome. Retrieval node. So this thing works pretty much the same as the liquid retrieval node. Except it just takes items from inventories. And then puts it into a central chest, which we haven't actually set up yet, so let's go ahead and do that as well. Grab two more of those. Make ourselves a chest. Now, I'm probably going to have to make myself a bit of a bigger chest eventually, but this will do for now. Alright, so chuck the retrieval node on there like so. And then what we can do is just go along here, dig all these out, and then we'll put a bit of pipe underneath all of them, and we should be pretty much good to go, which is awesome. That's definitely going to automate this a lot more, where we've just got resources ready for us to use rather than having to go and process them, which gets annoying after a while, that's for sure. Am I going to be able to reach now? That is the question. No, maybe? Oh, look at that MLG skills right there. MLG Minecraft. Right, couple more to go here, and then we should be able to turn the taps on. Get ourselves some liquid gold. I've already melted down a whole heap of gold just to test it. So one more. So now this thing should be checking. Yep, it's gone along and checking all of the inventories. So if we go ahead and turn this on now, if I grab me wrench, and I think it's this node. I can get to it somehow. There we go. Still no. Yep, there we go. No, one more. Should be on. Alright, so that one's filtering out the gold. Awesome. Cool. Seems to be working. And then, oh, look at that. Working exactly how I wanted it to. But the only problem so far is I don't know whether or not this thing's going to be able to melt this down quick enough. And that's why I just got to make this thing a lot taller. And I've also got to automate getting some more lava over here. And just bringing a tank over from a generation, or lava gen over here, but that seems to be working. But that is probably going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm so glad this is working. Hopefully you've learnt a thing or two here. So I definitely have, that's for sure. I've also learnt not to pour hot gold on myself. That did not go down well at all. But yeah, if you have enjoyed, make sure you click that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to keep up to date with all of the videos coming out, smashing out a whole heap of these Skyblock episodes because you guys seem to be enjoying them. So yeah, my name's Mr. Norsby. Thanks again guys for watching. Catch you next time.